What's happening, everybody? Appreciate checking in. All right, another game, same result. We lose 19-29 to the Denver Broncos. That's 7 straight losses. We're now 2-9. The season's in the bag at this point, and Max Crosby is right. We're just playing for pride at this point. These players are basically playing for either a roster spot next year or this is their tryout. They're trying to make their own highlight reel for any potential teams that might take them on, if the players are released or what have you. So everybody's playing for 2025 at this point. So that has to be our mindset moving forwards. We're just evaluating these players and we're evaluating this coaching staff to see who really should be on this team moving into the 2025 season. And so if we want to break this game down, there's not a whole lot to break down in all honesty, but there's definitely some things that we can take from moving forward, but definitely some things to point out. So, first and foremost, I think this was just a tale of two halves. Going into halftime during that game, we're up 13-9. It's the first time that we've had a halftime lead going into a game since week 1. And in the second half, we get completely outscored 20-6 in the second half. I mean, it's just a tale of two halves. We get completely outcoached. We get outplayed in the second half. And I'll kind of go into details as to why I think that was, but that's basically what it was. And then the turnovers continue. Gardner Minshew throws an interception. You knew it was just bound to happen. Desmond Ridder has a fumble. I mean, we have given up 86 points to opposing offenses off of turnovers. You just can't win that way. That's not a winning recipe. And so you were a very undisciplined football team, and we don't take care of the football, and we don't cause turnovers either. So that's just not a recipe for success. And that's just been our MO this entire season. And that's why we are 2-9. We're nowhere near in the battle for the AFC West, and playoff hopes are diminished. And so that's kind of where we stand. And that's why we are basically playing for the 2025 season. But before we break down both the offense and the defense, again, I hit 4,000 subscribers. So this is my giveaway. All right. This is your last chance to be included in this giveaway. And so 1, make sure you're a subscriber. But 2, go head over to that video, the video you see on the page, go to that video. Again, like the video, and in the comment section in that video, make sure you type the word giveaway and let me know who your favorite Raider player is of all time. As long as you're a subscriber and you do those things at that video, then on Tuesday, tomorrow, basically, I'm going to drop a video and I'm going to announce the winner of that giveaway. And I will reply to your comment letting you know you are the winner of that giveaway and the instructions on how to redeem it. And so again, it's just my way of saying thank you and just show my appreciation to all you guys for the support you've given to me thus far. It's my 6th giveaway since starting this channel last season. And again, it's just my way of saying thank you. So if you want to be included, hit that subscribe button, head on over there and do all those things in the comment section. All right, so let's get into this video. Let's talk about the defensive side first. A couple of the positives, right? We'll start off with we didn't allow the Denver Broncos to go on their opening drive and score a touchdown. I mean, it's something that we have done almost every single game where we let the opposing team's offense go down their opening drive and score a touchdown, and we didn't. We didn't give up a touchdown, which was good. We didn't fully give the other team the momentum, so I did like that. Now, the other thing is Patrick Graham looked like he was bringing the pressure early. He was definitely trying to put pressure on Bo Nix, which I liked. It's one of the things that I wanted to see, and I said that on my pregame breakdown of this matchup was Bo Nix actually has struggled when he plays away games. Now, again, it didn't feel like an away game. There was a lot of ugly-ass burnt orange in that stadium, but Bo Nix has struggled when he plays away, and so it was good that Patrick Graham just brought the pressure, and he did, and it looked like he did rattle him a little bit because Bo Nix did not look like he had a very good first half, hence the reason why we were up going into the second half. But it was good that Patrick Graham brought the pressure, and I was happy to see that. In addition to that, I mean, Max Crosby, an absolute beast. I mean, that guy was flying everywhere. You love to see the fact that the leader, the captain of this team, still has a motor, even though we were technically on a 6-game losing streak. Our season really isn't going anywhere, but in true leadership fashion, his motor was still going, and he was still trying to be the example and just trying to set the tone for the remainder of the game. So I definitely love seeing Max Crosby's just motor continue. And then you got to look at 2 players, right? Tyree Wilson. Tyree Wilson looks like he's getting better and better every game. He got himself a sack. He also had, I think it was 1 or 2 tackles for losses. One of the tackles was kind of a gimme. It was kind of that jet sweep, that quick handoff to the receiver where he basically ran right into Tyree Wilson. But at the end of the day, those are also plays that even though it was a gimme, the runner basically went right into him. Those also could be game changers within your season. That could just give you a spark. It can give you a little bit of momentum. And so either way, it's good to see Tyree Wilson kind of moving forward with his progression. But also DC Richardson, all right? It was his first start, basically played the entire game, the first time in his rookie career that he's been able to do that. And I think he did well. Yes, I believe he had a pass interference, which was a little rough. He got beat a couple times, but look, overall, he led our team in tackles. All right. This is one thing that was tough. I think all three of our defensive backs, Jack Jones, Trayvon Merrick, and DC Richardson, when your defensive backs lead your team, your defensive tackles, it's not a good thing. All right. But he did lead our team in tackles, which means he's willing to get his hands dirty. He's willing to get his jersey dirty and put his head in there. And so that's what I like to see. Not only did he do a decent job in coverage, again, as a rookie starting for his very first game, he's going to have his welcome to the NFL moments. He got his helmet dirty and he got in there and made some tackles. So that's definitely what I'd like to see out of a young rookie. Let's just keep building on it, because we definitely need some competition in this cornerback room, because Jacorian Bennett, obviously he is hurt, but I think he can develop into a very good corner in this team, potentially our number one corner. And Jack Jones needs some competition. As much as Jack Jones was coming off of last year and we thought he was going to be that number one corner, he's kind of fell off a little bit. I think he's a clear number two, but at the same time, you always want competition. So I definitely like to see, I like seeing what DC Richardson brought last game. Just grow on some of the positives. Yes, there's going to be negatives because, again, he's a rookie. First time starting, keep building on it. I definitely liked what I saw out of him for his first start as a rookie. Now, one of the things that we got to clean up on the defense, and it's been kind of all season, is in the second half, we just couldn't stop them on third downs, on key third downs, and we continue to let them finish their drives with points. I mean, the Broncos field goal kicker was 5 for 5 in field goals. I mean, it just shows that we allowed them to drive down the field, get in field goal range, and finish with points. I mean, that's the one thing that this defense has to improve on towards the tail end of this season. Now, I understand if the offense isn't moving towards the tail end of the game or into the second half, you get a little tired, exhausted. I fully understand. But at the end of the day, if we're going to have any chance, we got to make sure that these offenses do not end their drives with points. Again, 5 for 5 for field goals, and Bo Nix threw for 2 touchdowns. I mean, when they continue to just end their drives in points, it's just not a winning recipe. And so just these are things that we have to clean up on the defensive side. No excuses, because our offense is going to struggle. That's the situation that we're in. So this defense has to step up, even if there are a ton of injuries, and there were. Don't get me wrong. I'm not forgetting about the injuries, but at the end of the day, it has to be a team effort. And so if we want to have any chance at winning, then this defense definitely has to improve and stop these offenses with finishing their drives with points, whether they be touchdowns or field goals. And so that kind of sums up the defensive side. Now let's kind of switch to the offensive side. You know, watching the game, I think overall, I think it was probably the best game our offensive line had. Now, they played extremely well for about 85% of the game. Let's put it that way. The offense did look a little more crisp. It looked a little more clean. We moved the ball fairly well. Now, we failed to convert on a lot of our third downs. I believe we were 4 for 14 on third downs. And so that is not a winning recipe. But the offensive line for about 85% of the game looked pretty good. And basically in the second half of the fourth quarter is where they really started to fall off. That defensive line, I think, wore them down. They were bringing a lot of pressure, started the second half. And so I think it just wore them down, which is tough. But it's no surprise that this offensive line did a little bit better. It's the second consecutive game that this same offensive line was able to start and play the game from start to finish. And so they're starting to get some continuity. They're starting to get some consistency, maybe some chemistry within one another. And so this is what I want to see. I want to see them grow upon the success that they saw kind of in the first half of this football game, because our rushing game looked a little bit better. Now, it is tough because we only rushed for 60 yards. I think it was 61 yards. And over half of those yards came on one drive, which was the drive after Dylan Labe had that 59-yard kickoff return, which led to the touchdown to Amir Abdullah. On that drive, I believe we had 34 rushing yards out of our 61 total. And so, again, even though we look like we rushed a little bit better as a whole, the bulk of our yards came on basically one drive, which was our touchdown scoring drive to Amir. So, again, it's tough. This O-line still needs some chemistry. They still need to have more games to kind of build that chemistry within each other to potentially become a successful offensive line. And so, but a lot of people are saying that this offense just looks a lot better, and Scott Turner should be our offense coordinator next year. And but look, I mean, as much as we did look a little bit better, again, I attribute that to the offensive line playing a little bit better, about 80% that game, 85% that game, they played better. But look, we were still 4 for 14 on third down. Not good. We were 1 for 5 in the red zone. Not good. We had field goals of 53 yards, 34 yards, 34 yards, and 22 yards. You know, those 3 field goals means that we basically weren't able to get into the red zone. And one of those field goals, basically 10 of our points out of the 19 came off of a 59-yard kickoff return from Dylan Labe and that fake punt attempt. And so at the end of the day, if it wasn't for those two plays by special teams, this offense may have only scored 9 points. And then if you look at what Brock Bowers was completely shut down. Now, the Broncos did a hell of a job. They pulled Patrick Surtain over to lock up Brock Bowers the majority of the game, which was a hell of a move by the Broncos defensive coordinator. Hell of a job by him of just scheming that. But they shut down Brock Bowers. We couldn't get the ball to him. He ended the day with 10 targets, 4 receptions for 38 yards. I mean, it was probably one of the worst games that he has had all season. Oh, and not to mention, I mean, I believe we threw the ball 52 times versus 16 rushes. Again, very unbalanced. And even though our running game looked to have some momentum in that first half, and then the second half, we just basically abandoned it and went to the passing game. And I understand, right? Our rushing game as a whole really didn't look great the entire game. But and at the same time, Jakobi Meyers, that's actually one bright spot. Jakobi Meyers ended with 10 receptions, 121 yards. So he had a hell of a game. And now we can, in just my opinion, let me know in the comment section if you disagree. But I think Jakobi Meyers has proven to be a very, very good receiver. That one that we can grow on. Do we need another receiver? Yes. Do we need a true number one? Yes. But if you can add a true number one, and if we had 2 Jakobi Meyers on this team, if you can imagine if we had a number 2 receiver that was exactly like Jakobi Meyers with Brock Bowers on the field, I think this offense can be very deadly if we have a decent running game and a good quarterback, obviously. But if we could just add another Jakobi Meyers and have Brock Bowers, I think this offense can look completely different. And so I definitely like what I see about with Jakobi Meyers, and I definitely want to see us grow on that. And then we all know towards the tail end of the game, Gardner Minshew went down. It is confirmed he has a broken collarbone, so he will be out for the remainder of this season. And look, I don't think Gardner Minshew even next year should take another snap as a Las Vegas Raiders quarterback, because he is the biggest part as to why this offense just has not been able to find any success. I mean, you just know that Gardner Minshew is going to turn over the ball at some point in the game, and he did it again. And so, look, it's either going to be the Desmond Ridder or Aiden O'Connell show moving forward. And so let me know in the comment section down below, who do you want to see as the starting quarterback going against the Chiefs if Aiden O'Connell is active and does return to the practice field this week? Who do you want to see as the starting quarterback going against the Chiefs? And I'll drop a video and let you know what my opinion is on that. And so look out for that. And we'll end talking about the offense on a positive note. And so with the 4 receptions that Brock Bowers had last game, he just broke the Raiders' all-time rookie reception record with 74 catches, total catches on the season. And he's got 6 more games to go. I mean, he is going to obviously absolutely crush this record. And so big credit to Brock Bowers for living up to his first-round draft status and producing like a first-round rookie is supposed to. And big shout out to Tom Telesco for making that pick, because I'll tell you right now, it's been a long time since we have, without question, definitively have nailed our first-round draft pick. And so big shout out to Brock Bowers, man. Keep this thing rolling. Keep feeding him the football. Let's crush this rookie receiving record and keep feeding Brock the ball. And so that kind of breaks it down, guys. Again, not a whole lot to just – it's another game, same result. It is what it is at this point. But we got the Chiefs on a short week. We play them Black Friday in Arrowhead. I mean, this is going to be a difficult game, and they are going to want to take it to us. So again, let me know in the comment section down below, if Aiden O'Connell does hit the practice field, who do you want to see start against the Kansas City Chiefs, Aiden O'Connell or Desmond Ridder? Let me know in the comment section down below. And then I'll end this video with just an update on our current draft pick, right? Right now we sit with the 3rd overall pick in the 2025 draft. With the Titans win over the Texans, it kind of moves us up. And so if we won in any way, we've improved our draft status. And now we have the 3rd overall pick going into the 2024 or 2025 NFL draft. And so in the comment section down below, obviously everybody wants us to pick a quarterback. Who's your favorite quarterback for next season? Who do you want the Raiders to pick up in the 2025 draft as a quarterback? Or do you want to see us pick somebody else? Let me know in the comment section down below who you are going for. So that's going to kind of end my recap of this game. Again, another game, same result. But on a brighter note, it is my giveaway. Hit 4,000 subscribers. So if you want to be included, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you head over and check out this video, all right, that I posted on Saturday, I believe. And in the comment section, type the word giveaway and who your favorite Raider player is of all time. Be a subscriber, do all those things in that comment section. You're automatically included. And on Tuesday, tomorrow, Tuesday the 26th, I'll drop a video and I'll announce who that winner is. Again, just my way of saying thank you and show my appreciation to all you guys and all my viewers out there. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And so that wraps up this video. I appreciate you sticking with me. Hope you guys are prepping and get ready for Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys have a great one, but I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow, Tuesday the 26th, with another video to announce the winner of my giveaway. So again, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.